You must see something if you are going to become something. You must see something big if you are going to become big. You must see something powerful if your life is going to become powerful. You can't become anything extraordinary by just seeing nothing. Anything you will become is what you must see ahead. I had the story of a man last week. And I did not know the time when I started. And I'm grateful that he's a child of God, born again child of God. In a better year, they drove them out of their family house. They used caterpillar to demolish their, what do you call it? And from there, he found himself sleeping under the bridge, I think in Yaba. He said there was no place. He was sleeping under the bridge. One day, a friend came. I said, what are you doing? I said, no, we have to go. That's a come and Scott with me. He said it was from that, what do you call it, BQ with his friend that he now began to think, began to pray. As at the time I was reading his story last week, he had his own personal jet. He's one of the high-rising multi-billionaire in Lagos State here. He's the one that is actually distributing all this electrical car to governors. He received the sole patent, whatever now. And he's into real estate. The real estate that he has across Nigeria now, I think he said about 12. You know, one what do you call it, duplex inside Lekki and all of those was going for something like a 300 million, 400 million, 1.2 billion, 1.6 billion, 5.2 billion to sell. And people will give him the money before he start building. And those who actually give him the money, by the time he finishes, they will not sell the building, double the price. They invest their money with him. There was somebody that was sleeping under the bridge some time ago in this same Lagos. In this same Lagos. He said he had real estate business in UK, in US, right from Lagos here. Let me ask the person beside you, what can you see? Even the way you are asking God, that person cannot answer you. Ask that person, what can you see? So somebody came to a woman that was blind and said, what is worse than blindness? And the woman said, I know it. For a person to have eyes but cannot see is worse than blindness. You have these eyes. Sometimes the eyes you have even very big, but the light inside is very small. Because the beauty of eyes is not how big it is how much light is inside. The eyes that look are many. The eyes that see are very few. There are many opportunities. You just look at them, you go away. Somebody else will come and see and analyze them and bring fortune out of them. I prophesy upon your life as I pray for myself. May God give you light of vision. I can hear that loudest. Amen. Listen to me. There is wealth everywhere you are. Only that you are not seeing it. I'm sorry for saying this. I have in this church 2 people or 3 people. Okay, I think about 3 or 4 that were doing air business. I have a little bit understanding. Even though it's the same business, each one is not operating at the same level. Because of what each one actually is able to see. See, what you see determine the sacrifice you can make, what you can stretch out for. One of them called me sometime last year. He said, Daddy, there's a call. Somebody is coming from US to train people. And that. I said, okay, for how long? He said, 1 month. How much is the cost? Whatever. When she told me how much, I said, just here. He said, yes, sir. So when they finished, she was showing me equipment. I said, all of this one for you. It was when they finished, she now told me that there are certain of this equipment that is meant for those who want to do air of 2 million. I say, 2 million. So that day when she said, I was thinking, sometimes, Isha Kolowo, he said sometimes, many times. And he called the room by ye, that's Yaro, that's 6 a.m. Once you go, you go and be 10 p.m. Because our power must 500, 1,005, 5,000. I want when you say, poor people have a way of squeezing more out of your life. Where? This lady, many times, she will be at home, they will call her. They will say, we want this and this. Help us package this one. Help us, what do you call this? They will send money for Uber. And she will make money. 100,000, 200,000, 150, just like that. Because of the depth of what she can see. The person that trained her said that person, in fact, she has customer from UK, from the US, from Canada. Because of what individual can see. Many times when I see people say, I want like to share. It is limitation of vision. Our friend pastor was telling me after service when we were outside there. He said, how do you conceive this kind of thing? He said, I imagine what it cost to run every service. He said, do you have a mechano? I said, I don't have it. It's God that gave it. You have to have vision before you can have it. And I'm teaching this because I'm expecting God to explode somebody so that you can move from this ordinary level of everybody in the environment and shoot up like a superstar. That you will rise to the point that everyone all over the world will notice that you exist. And the vision for it is landing in you today. There is a way you see that make you a local champion. And there is a way you see that make you a global champion. There is a way local champions see. There is a way global champion also see. And see, vision is like a magnet. It pulls you in the direction of what you can see. Look at Moses. Moses chapter 3, Moses chapter 3. Exodus chapter 3. Quickly. Verse 1 to 3. 1 to 6. Are you there? Are we there now? Exodus chapter 3. Look at it. Said, now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb. Quickly, follow me. He said, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of the bush, and he looked. That's vision. Behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Follow me. And Moses said, I will not turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Follow me to verse 6. And when the Lord saw that, he turned aside to see. You may come to church, but you are not seeing anything different. That farm is not like any other church around. He turned aside to see. God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. He said, here am I. The reason why you are not hearing the voice of God is because you are not seeing vision out of what God is showing. Follow me, verse 5 and 6 quickly. He said, brought not either, put off your shoe from off your feet, for the place where thou standest is holy ground. Verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. So, among several things that came out of what Moses was able to see here was the treasures. He became a commander of resources. Look at Exodus chapter 25, and then Exodus chapter 35. Look at what the Bible says there from verse 1. Exodus 25. Look at it. I did not speak unto Moses saying, look at it. Look at it. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Speak unto the children of Israel that they bring the offering of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart. You shall take my offering. Go ahead. Verse 3. And this is the offering which you shall take of them, gold, silver, brass. Can you see that? Because he had vision, God can command him to go and collect resources. Then look at it. And blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat hair. Go ahead. Verse 4. Verse 4. And ram skin and all that. Go to chapter 35 quickly because of our time. Look at how they responded. From verse 4, 35. From verse 4. He said, and Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, go ahead. Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord. Whosoever is of a willing heart, let him bring it. An offering of the Lord, gold and silver and brass and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair. Go ahead. And ram skin, dyed red, and badger skin, shittim wood, and oil for the light, and spices, anointing oil. Go ahead, please, follow me. Follow me. So, go to verse 14 or so that I can see how they responded. Okay? Go to verse 14. How they responded. Can you just go ahead like that? You know, show me where they responded. You see, when you see what God is showing, you will command the resources that men are handling. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. Go ahead. Go ahead. And they came everyone whose heart stirred him up, and everyone whom his spirit made willing. And they brought the lost offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for the holy garment. Follow me, please. And they came, both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and brought bracelet and earring and rings and tablets and jewels of gold. And every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Lord. Follow me. And every man with whom was found blue linen, badgers, and all of that. Follow me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Follow. Every one of them did for the work of the service. They brought it. Go ahead, please. And all the women that were there, they brought their spring, brought everything. Verse 26, follow me. Just go ahead. I'm going to verse. And all the women whose hearts stirred them up in wisdom, small goats. Go ahead, verse 27, 28. Follow me. And the rulers also brought onyx stones to be set for the ephod and for breastplate. Verse 28. Follow me. And spices for oil and anointing. At the end of the day, the Bible says they brought so much that Moses had to begin to threaten them. Don't bring anything again. We have more than enough. So, wedding place is the place that opens to those who have visions for God, who have visions for life. Without vision, wedding place can never open. It is vision that commands provision. Provision is what God provides for your vision. The absence of vision is the denial of provision. Okay. David, we know that David had the vision. First Chronicles, I just want to let you know. First Chronicles chapter 29, verse 2 to 4. What was the outcome of the life of David? You know, David always go to the Lord and say, Lord, show me. Okay. First Chronicles 29 from verse 2. Now I have prepared with all my might for the house of my God, the gold for the things to be made of gold, and the silver for the things of silver, and the brass for the things of brass, the iron for things of iron, and wood for the things of wood. Onyx stones and stones to be set, grisly stones of diverse colors, and all manners of precious stones, and marble stones in abundance. Verse 3 and 4. Moreover, because I have set my affection to the house of my God, I have of my own proper good of gold and silver, which I have given to the house of my God, over and above all that I have prepared for the holy house. Verse 4. Even 3,000 talents of gold, of the gold of Ophir, and 7,000 talents of refined silver, to overlay the walls of the houses. He made provision for the next generation because he had a vision, he had an encounter with God. But what about Jesus Christ? Severally. We cannot just talk more. John chapter 6, verse 9 to 12. You know the story. Write it down because of our time. Luke chapter 5, verse 1 to 10. You know the story, write it down. So it was because of the vision that Jesus had that made him to know how to collect 5 loaves of bread in that John chapter 6 and lift it up by vision and thank God for it. And the power of God eats that 5 loaves. And then it became multiplied as the disciples were distributing it. So much from 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. They gathered 12 baskets of extra. Vision is fertilizer that make little become abundance. The question is, what can you see? If you see nothing, you become nothing. You achieve nothing. You succeed in nothing. Many of us don't care. You just come to church. You are not bothered about God giving you a vision for life, vision for him, vision for his purpose. Even those of us that say we are workers, you work without vision. Several of us are not ready to work in the house because you are visionless. When you begin to enter into vision, you will also enter into assignment. Assignment that you enter into for God is the bargaining point, your what you call the possessing power to arrive in the wedding place. If you don't have products to produce, service to render, who is going to release blessing to you? You are just sitting there in the amen corner and you want God to bless you. Now lie. If you serve the Lord your God, he will bless your bread and will bless your water. Many of us are the one denying ourselves access to wealth because you choose to fold your hand doing nothing while you are not seeing what God is showing. You are doing nothing because you are saying nothing. Everyone that sees something always go about to do something. You'll be engaged productively if you can see clearly. All right. So let me try to see what exactly is vision. Quickly, I will try to run because it has quite a number of meaning. What is vision? Number 1, vision is clear understanding of the destination towards which a person's life is headed. It's a clear understanding of the destination towards which a person's life is headed. Where is my life going? Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 to 5. Abraham had a clear understanding of the destination where his life was heading. What does he say? Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, get thee out of your country, out of your kindred, from your father's house, unto a land that I will show you. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will make of thee a great nation. I will bless thee and make your name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Verse 3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. In thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. Verse 5. So Abraham departed, no argument. He departed as the Lord has spoken unto him. And Lot went with him, and Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Verse 5. And Abraham took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. He knew in the course of journey that God wanted him to come to Canaan. And he got to Canaan. Canaan is still what is being contested for several years after that time. So you will have direction if you have a vision. You don't have direction. You don't know where to go, how to go, because there is no picture. There's no vision. So, without vision, your journey is without destination. So, when we are talking about vision, you are not just traveling. You know where you are going. I told my friend on Sunday, I said, if this church has not become like this, I would have been surprised. Yeah. And this is not where we are going. I'm still bothered that we are still at the level, because we are meant to be far more than this. And we are stepping there. So that's why some people say, I was telling him, when he said, can we gather pastors? I said, gather pastors. I said, the meeting of eagles and chickens, we jeopardize one person. So that's my own, what do you call it? I said, if you want to fly as an eagle, you better go alone. And I began to tell him some of my experiences among pastors without trying to pull them down. I said, these were my practical experiences. I realized that I will injure myself. And I will just be making enemies. Because some people have already reached where they are going. Me, I'm just starting. We will just be creating enemies. There are some of us in the church who are saying, Pastor, you. Do you know the problem? You have reached where you are going. Me, I'm just starting. That's why sometimes when you see a person of vision, they are very aggressive. Because vision also comes with time. It comes with time. You don't have all your lifetime to achieve your vision. There are certain things you can only achieve when you are still very strong. That when you allow yourself to go out of your season of energy, it is going to end up in regret. Somebody, I pray, at the end of your story, you will not end up regretting. So if you have a pastor, for instance, that's excluding you, if your eyes are open, even though it's not convenient, you allow yourself to be pulled. At the end of the day, you are the one that will share the testimony. But I say, no, I'm like mountain of Gibraltar. Nobody can move me. You will realize that those who came after you, they will be pastoring you. They will be laying hands on you and casting demons out of you. It's a matter of time. And you blame the devil. You blame wishes. You blame... It's because you are not seeing what you need to see. Number 2, vision is the mental possibility or picture of a future reality. Vision is the mental possibility or picture of a future reality. So there is a possibility that is clear to you about your future reality. Every other person will not see it happen. You are the only person that believes that it can happen. Genesis chapter 15 verse 5. Genesis chapter 15 verse 5. I think I'm correct quickly. Look at what the Bible says. 15:5. Follow me please. And God brought Abraham forth abroad and said, look now towards heaven and tell the stars if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, so shall your seed be. Somebody that has not yet had a child, God was saying that he should count the number of stars. Actually, if you are sleeping, it's because you don't have vision. Vision makes you to become sleepless. Listen to me. So somebody that has no child, and he come and say, I am the father of many nations. And when he said that to you, David, he said, this bros, Kolo. That was how I sounded when I came to this land. We're living inside one room. And I kept telling them, I have a global ministry. I'm an international minister. I'm going to speak in the nations. And all of that, and all of that. At some point, all the pastors are around. They said, okay, that boy, that pastor is proud. He's proud. He's living inside 10 by 12 room. He's talking about preaching in the globe. Do you know that our church here was inside Paco when I started traveling abroad to preach in the nations? In fact, I've traveled about 3 or 4 times before this transformation came. I remember I was preaching in South Africa. Pastor Femi of blessed memory. And we were just talking one evening in Pretoria. At that time, everywhere, the moment I land in South Africa like this, by the following morning, news will have gone and say, Pastor Alao is around, who has the program, this and that. People will start, So one evening, we were just talking. And said, man of God, you see the way all of us like you in South Africa like this. If I come to Nigeria, and your church is just wuru church, my respect for you, we just die, natural death. Instead of me, my spirit said, yeah. It was that evening, my eyes opened to know that Paco Church was not befitting international minister. Guess what? I'm telling you my reality. I think about 6 months after he came. What description did I give him? This description of mustard school. At that time, mustard school. Everywhere, mustard, everywhere. When he came, he said, man of God, you never said this and that. Where is church? I said, church is inside. Long. The way this guy say, I was thinking that I should come have a meeting with you, a program with you for 1 weekend. I said, if you come, you will not be able to go. Inside, am I lying? Inside. He did everything. Okay, let us go just for me to see. I said, you can't see anything. But now, that's okay. Another time. But that another time, it was about a year. This place has happened. People don't know why I was always here every morning. For 365 days, I will resume here. I left every other thing. I will be here in the morning and leave here 8 o'clock. Tired. Follow them carry block. Follow them carry cement. Follow them carry sand. Follow them carry what do you call this. When this place was being done in January, that guy can talk. At some point in the middle of the night, I carry what do you call it? I carry block. I carry hammer. I carry. You are the guy because you are saying nothing. Vision help you to roll your sleeves and dirty your hand and dirty your clothes to achieve a goal that is not common to be seen. Visionless people are always lazy, careless, and you see, they accept anything that happens and give excuses that it is the devil that caused it. So a year later, when Pastor Femi came, he said, "Man of God, where's the church?" I said, "Okay, you are going to minister to us on Sunday?" He said, "Yes." Those of us that were around that time, as he came, he got to that. We have not, I think we just plaster. When he got to that door, himself and his wife, he said, "Hey!" I said, "Man of God, come. He said, "Eh?" As he came, he prostrated. When he took microphone, he said, "Man of God, you never mentioned that something like this existed." That's why you must always be very careful of your company. There are people that will tell you that you are even though I got here, take it easy. The company of chicken will never make you become an eagle. The company of chicken, they are in the church, they are in your family, they are everywhere. Anyone that is telling you that you are okay is already going to limit your destiny. That's very much. It's better that you don't have friends than to have useless people that are going nowhere. If you have somebody that says you get out there, that is the person you must don't have enemy. Give that person a gap. But if you see somebody that is pushing you, that is urging you, that is inspiring you, that this is not your limit, this is not your zenith, keep your friendship with that person close forever. Are we together? So God brought Abraham and said, look at it now. He gave Abraham a possibility mentality about his future. We all need people like that around us. The essence of preaching of a pastor is not to maintain you at the level where you are. My ministration is to stretch you, to make you see that you are bigger than this. You must be willing to stretch because it's going to inconvenience you. You are coming to church by 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I said, make sure you are coming 7 a.m. If you want to achieve greatness, you will stretch. Don't give an excuse. Some of our brothers and sisters that are in UK, they are hearing me now. Some of them for 1 year, they struggle. Why? When they are here. When they go to work, after, 5 p.m., they say that they are tired. Over there, they wake up 4 a.m. to enter work by 6. Banjoko is here. You know what I'm talking about? You know how he work when he goes to UK. Like Jaka. One day I called him by 1 a.m. He told me that he was still on the way. He's beyond on the... And that's what I'm saying now. The shift, those who are working in the day, that's what I'm saying. They wake up 4:30. I follow them up. I follow everybody. Those who are working in the night, they would have left home by 4 p.m. I'm not that kind of pastor that when you go, I want to monitor what you are doing until you say that and I withdraw. There are some that I don't. You know that when people go to, they are hearing me, when they travel out, after 6 months, they start thinking that those who are in Nigeria, they are poor people looking for their money. All of them. Including all of them. There's then one mentality. The moment they look at it, 10 pounds is equal to 20,000. Is that not? 2,000 times 10. Is that much that? 20. The moment something, one arrogance, one crazy mindset come enter into them. So if you don't want anybody that travel out to insult you, just leave them. Kagbado to daily aje. And listen to me, wealth is not actually environmentally located. It is vision located. Can you listen to me now? What we have done January now has no one kobo dollar, one kobo dollar. It just came with from vision. All of these things, when we actually don't want kobo dollar from anywhere. So nobody can actually come and begin to. Do you know that sometimes some of those people that are not, because they want to mess you up. From Europe, they'll be sending you 20,000 naira. I told somebody, I said, if you cannot give me something, stop wasting your life. Do I look like a beggar to you? This one you have given me now, I can give you times 1,000 of it from here. Are you listening to me now? See, vision makes you to be so bold because vision helps you to know how to create the wealth in a legitimate way. What I can easily make here is you say you are in abroad, you are giving it to me. You are being stupid doing that. So what do you go there to do? Are you listening to me now? So God gave Abraham possibility mentality about his future. So that's why people of vision are people of faith. It takes faith to believe in a future that has not yet happened. It takes faith to believe in a future that has not yet happened. To talk about it. People of vision are people of possibility, so they can dare to do things that are beyond their salary. So what other people consider impossible, a man of vision will see it as a possibility. Number 3, what is vision? Vision is a blueprint or a design or a navigational guide for life and